Welcome to ARK Survival Ascended. Today, I'll be spending 100 days on this custom-made map, so-called Svartalfheim. I started off this 100-day challenge by spawning on some random beach and immediately getting attacked by a Dilophosaur. Good for me, I had a pickaxe ready to go and killed it. But actually, something new in this game is wild babies, and I imprinted on them. So now, right off the bat, I have two Dilophosaurs already by my side. I immediately started to use these Dilophosaurs to kill a turtle to get some easy hide, chitin, and some raw meat. Before I knew it, it was already nighttime and I wandered into some random forest. I had to get some shelter going because I was already freezing. I didn't know what was around me and I had no idea about my surrounding environment. I found a waterfall in a little tiny lake, so I had some water, but I decided to explore a little bit. I had a torch which kind of kept me warm a little bit, gave me some light, but soon after I found an alpha raptor. Oh hell no, I'm not going nowhere. Through this challenge, I'm going to be messing around with the visual settings to help with my FPS, because I am on Xbox and I'm getting 30 to 50 FPS. I found some sort of fortress with the area to spawn the boss, which is the broodmother, and you'd still need some artifacts for it, which I don't have. I found a pretty good base location with some nice flat ground, some metal, trees, all the good stuff. Something new with some metal nodes is gold, which you can smelt and just gives you normal iron. Placed down my smithy. Made some pickaxes, axes, and started to transform my base into a stone hut. Now that I have some adequate protection from any Rexes or Theries nearby, I used my metal pickaxe to get some more metal and some gold, which just helps me get more iron, I guess, or steel, or metal. I started to explore the map a little bit, but then it turned nighttime, so I wandered into this cave. But I heard something pretty weird. I'm not too sure what it was, but it sounded kind of scary, so I just kind of ran away. Oh, this actually gives me crystal. Is that a Trudon? Oh, that is a Trudon. Never mind. Yep, more than one Trudon. Just the beginning of me getting attacked by Trudons, and I'm not going to spoil anything else, but I get attacked by a lot of stuff. I adopted a parasaur, and on the early morning of day 3, I watched the sun rise. I put on a saddle on my parasaur, and this was my first ever tame in ARK Survival Ascended. Hell yeah, brother. I got this would be a good mount for me, as it can harvest berries. Well, not so much. For some reason, I had to whack a bush about 500 times to get a single narco berry, but as a quick restart of the game, it went back to normal and I started harvesting stuff. Oh, this is one of the flower patches on Ragnarok, in the green orb. I hope there's more of these because it's pretty close to my base. As the night fell on day 4, I went into my house and started crafting some stuff. How do I change this setting where it's not in these folders? It's just all out. Because going in and out of them is. In the morning, I went back outside to find my parasaur died. But at least I had a lot of berries in it. But right next to my base in the forest, I found a pretty high level 83 parasaur. And just one quick shot to the head, it knocked out. I waited a little while for it to tame up, and then I got to exploring on day 5. I found this pretty cool cave that led right outside onto the other side of the map. This was actually a pretty cool autumn area, and it wasn't actually too cold, so I actually got to explore a large portion of the map. I found some aloes attacking stegos, just a normal wildlife action, a cool cave, but the piece kind of ended there. I got attacked by a pack of raptors, and my second parasaur nearly died. Bro, I'm in the middle of eating some pretzel bites, and I'm trying to get attacked by raptors. Oh my god, it's so low. I swear, if my second parasaur dies, I'm probably just gonna quit the game. How is he still alive? I think I hear a Carno or something. But my luck kind of ended there when I got trapped in a waterfall with a Carno. Lucky for me, there was another wild parasaur right next to me, and it got aggroed on that, and then I jumped out of the waterfall into this lake. On this bridge, I found a Carno in the distance, and I wanted to trap it with this very odd mechanism. I wanted to kind of lead it into almost like a hallway, and then trap it on both sides so it can't escape and I can trap it easily. I thought these walls were definitely high enough to trap it, but there would be a slight issue with that in a little bit. Since I cannot increase movement speed without changing some settings around, I was pretty slow, and the Carno would actually chase up to me pretty quickly, so this was very scary. But as you can see, the new AI rework in ARK Survival Ascended made this incredibly difficult because I think it knew that I was trying to trap it and it would just de-aggro or aggro on something else. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna start like counting how many tries it takes to trap it. And starting now, that's 1. Oh, okay, I think this might be the 1. Or the 2. It's the second one. Here we go. Yep. Come on. Oh yeah, like a glove. There we go. Don't tell me. And after about 20 minutes, I finally got it to attack me, and then I trapped it. And that's when the walls became an issue. Apparently, it can just run right over them, and I had to build another foundation, walls, pillars, and everything just to trap it so it doesn't escape again. This time I got its attention, led it onto the bridge to trap it. That took too many tries. That took like 30 minutes just to do that. If it just aggroed on me in the first place, would have made it so. And this time it actually worked. I was really worried that it would just easily break through the thatch, but by the time it actually would, it would knock out because the levels on this map I believe are the same as the island, so they're all pretty low level. Before I knew it, I got my first carnivore on ARK Ascended. A Therizino started to try to kill me, but my Carno saved the day. In the forest, I found a yellow ring drop and got a really good Ascended flak helmet and some saddles. As I got back home, I started to put a saddle on my Carno, and this thing was pretty fast actually. It was a lot faster than my Parasaur, it was stronger, but it was kind of bad on stamina, so I had to stop a lot, so it kind of took a while for me to run around. I do not want to encounter another Theri, because I've had bad. This is a Mahusive bridge. I found this very cool bridge reviewing the lake, the forest, and some very cool statues. In one of the high plains areas, I found another female Carno, or I found a female Carno. I'm not too sure what it was, but now they're mate boosted, and I found an Alpha Raptor. If you're wondering why it's dealing 900 damage, that's because they're mate boosted and I got a headshot off. You can see I'm dealing about 150 to 300 damage normally, but with the mate boost, I'm doing close to 350, and with the headshots, I'm dealing almost 1,000 damage, so it's pretty crazy. I found some Rexes, and this got intense. Is that a baby? Oh, I need to get that. I need to get that now. Actually, the Rex has had a baby, so I could adopt it and imprint it, but I don't think I got to imprinting it. I'm not too sure. I probably did. But while the Rex was growing up, I started to explore the areas around my base. Not 100% sure, but I think something's chasing me. I hear thumping footsteps. I don't think it's a theory. It might be. I'm back in the cave that I once was with my pike earlier on this video. Found some metal and waited for it to smelt, and I gotta say, the structures and the graphics in this game look really good. I crafted some more Carno saddles and built an annex on my base. I now had more room, and it allowed me more options to put new smithies, forges, or even fabricators. As my Carno egg was hatching next to the fireplace, I found an Alpha Raptor on my newly grown T-Rex. This thing was actually really good. It was dealing close to 300 damage unleveled, pretty much. It had a good amount of health. It was pretty fast, but it wasn't the best on stamina. And on my Rex, I found an artifact cave. This reminded me a lot of the aberration with the giant mushrooms and the crystals in the overgrown area. But actually, there is an aberration place on this map, but it's just not finished yet, so hopefully they add that later on. The underwater portion of it, and I nearly drowned. It was kind of scary because I didn't know how deep the water area went. But soon, I surfaced and immediately started getting attacked by bugs. I guess they're taking their revenge from my first 100 days video. I got the artifact. I believe it was the artifact of the clever. Imprinted to my Carno. So now I had a really, really good Carno. I found a cool watch house. There was nothing in it, but it was pretty cool. I don't know why the floor looked like a checkerboard, but the view was actually really cool. On my new Carno, I found a very cool, very good ice cave. This was perfect for basing because the floor was super flat. There was water right next to it, and there was a good amount of light from the crystals and a hole in the ceiling. Is there anything in here? I would expect like at least some drops or I don't know, like a cool ruins area, like a Ferox. This would be a good Ferox cave or something like that. But for some reason, this was very early on in the map's development, so there wasn't any floor. A cool waterfall, cool lake. They should add the caves behind the waterfalls, like in on Ragnarok. I really like those. There's some pretty good base locations in there. Not a big, and a bunch of Brontos attacking a T-Rex. And right next to it was yet another cave, really good for a base. There wasn't anything good inside of it. There was some cool crystals, but besides that, nothing. And this is where I found a blue Allosaurus. Allosauruses, if you don't know, are known for being pretty bad tames. For a map with no flyers on it, and being this early on into the game, this was a huge upgrade. As I led my Allosaurus back to base, I found this really cool sunset with like a red cloud, red sun. It looked pretty scary actually, but it was really cool. I started to craft up an Allosaurus saddle and set out on my adventure. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la la la. I wandered the beaches, and I found something interesting. I found 3 swords sticking up on a ginormous pillar with a bridge leading to it. I'm not too sure if it was some sort of like structure to honor the people who made the map, or the people who tested it, or just something cool they implemented into the game, but it was pretty cool. Far off in the distance, I found out that there was a lot more of the map to explore, but there was a border cutting off about half of the map for me to get over there, but apparently it was just still in development. I went to the redwoods, found some more bridges, some structures, and got attacked by a thylacoleo. For some reason, there's a thylacoleo infestation, I would say. You cannot go anywhere in the redwoods without getting either jumped by a thylacoleo, getting attacked by a carno, or Microraptors, Troodons, or sometimes bugged buff Megatheriums, because that happens sometimes. Getting attacked by a bug-buffed Megatherium. 134, I'm dealing 100. With that thylacoleo infestation, I decided to lower it a little bit by taming one. This would be yet another upgrade. They're really fast, and they can climb walls, which will be very helpful in the very tough and rugged terrain of Svartalfheim. And I found the weird noise that happened in the cave earlier. It was actually a Doedicurus. Is this how me and my thylacoleo die? I can't see anything. I mean, I don't know if it appears on the screen better or worse, but for me, it's just pitch black, and I'm getting attacked by 2 thylacoleos. I'm already like half health. Oh, that's a third. Am I gonna... Oh my god, I see sunlight, or moonlight, I don't know. I see light. Am I escaping? I don't know how I'm still alive. And I nearly died by getting attacked by 2 thylacoleos. Pretty close to the redwoods, in a lake, I found some oil. Oh no. And also in the redwoods, I found a cool cave. It had some pretty cool red crystals, had a very high ceiling, good base spot, but it just led right back out to the redwoods. There wasn't like an artifact or any loot chests. It was just another cool base location. There's a lot of those on the map. In the plains next to the beach, I found some crops, like on Fjordur and Ragnarok. I also got some polymer and some scuba gear in a yellow drop. And I wanted to tame another thylacoleo to get a breeding pair of them. I knocked out the thylacoleo, but I found a baby terror bird, so I tamed that instead and kind of left the thylacoleo because I didn't want it, and it would take too long, and I didn't have any food. A good mix of both. I also knocked out a Rex, and now I could breed my Rexes and start making a boss fight army. I didn't have many of them, but I found this very cool movie-like area. Yeah. Look at it. So cool. So amazing. This is going to be so loud. There's actually a swamp area I found. It was kind of like in this ravine with a bunch of bridges crossing over, but most of them was a dead end. But one of them, the door was slightly open and kind of led into this catacombs area with a very cool parkour area to get to the very top. But when I got to the top, there was nothing there. There was just a spider web. As I got back home very disappointed, I made myself a fabricator, found a male berserk Therizino. This is something they also have implemented into Svartalfheim. There's not really alphas on the map. There's more of things called berserk dinos. They have, what I've seen is berserk raptors, Therizinos, mosasaurs. And that's not really all I've seen. But they drop some cool stuff that you can smelt in something called the Dwarven Forge. If you put certain elements that you get from these berserk dinos, you can make some cool metals. I went back to the ice cave of my Allosaurus to explore what other bugs there were in this cave. And apparently there was just a ginormous wall open. I wanted to annex my base even more, so I tamed a Doedicurus to get some increased stone harvesting. That was another berserk raptor right there. As the Doedicurus tamed, it was pretty far away from base and it took a while for me to get back. But on my way, I found a very cool tree. And this is just a little video on how long it takes for my little roly-poly friend to walk. But when I got back to base, I put a saddle on it and got a ton of stone. And I killed some of my unwanted baby Rexes for some levels. And for some reason, also in the redwoods, there was a beaver. And I tamed that, and this time, it was pretty quick to run back to base. Uh-oh. What's this? Did it delete my save? It's completely gone. Maybe there's an update for it? Invalid? Broken file. What? And apparently there was a huge update. They completely reworked the map, and there was actually a very large map expansion that I had to explore. They added new obelisks, which I had no idea what these were. They just look like ginormous red turds. What in the flippity is that thing? It looks like a ginormous, poop turd. And when I got back to my base, there was a ginormous green turd floating in the sky. And this is just to mark where the boss arenas are, so they're basically just the obelisks of the map. And not only that, there's other floating islands to explore. There's new teleportation areas to get to the top of them. Don't tell me that's what I think it is. And while exploring, on my Terrorbird, I found a Kakara-Cardodontosaurus. I want to say 5 Microraptors trying to kill me, but I found a loophole and just started dodging them, but it only worked out for so long. I wanted to see if I can get to the top of the obelisk by doing an insane parkour jump on my Terrorbird. It didn't really work out too well for me. It is a solid object, but it just kind of fell off the side. I need more of a run-up. There's also a new island. I had basically no stamina. I was in the ocean getting chased by manta rays and megalodons. And you know how much damage mantas do, right? I hope you do. Because if I were to run out of stamina just 2 seconds earlier, I would have been dead. I ran out of stamina as soon as I hit the shore. On this new island, there's a cool castle area with some homes, but I somehow got stuck behind this house right here next to this statue, so just a warning, don't go there. I did yet another parkour jump to try to dodge all the mantas in the ocean. way up to the Arctic area and just see this for yourself.
God of war, God of pain, of suffering, of destruction.
Not only did my terror bird die, but I did too. But I got my stuff back, don't worry. In one of the areas, I found a much higher leveled terror bird. Knocked it out. And tamed it. Hell yeah, brother. Not only that, on my way back to base, I found a decent level Megatherium. As I tamed that bad boy up, I also forgot to record the clips on me building this weird little base that I would never use. And on my Megatherium, I found whatever this monstrosity is. It said it's a Diplodocus.
There's a Diplodocus! Oh my gosh, yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what it is. There was also a little baby with it that had the same messed up textures. Back to base, I found a Therizino attacking my terror bird. There goes my second terror bird of the space. I found this cool little, I don't even know what to call it, like a teleport area. And it teleported me to the top of the new floating islands. And I could see the whole map from up here. Building a base up here wouldn't actually be a bad idea. I mean, you can like jump down, or if you have like, if I get another terror bird, I can like glide wherever. But I mean, it would be easy to find base because it would be like literally in the air. Oh, I watched the morning sunrise. Got a cool picture. If I can get like in photo mode, this would be such a good picture with like the sunset. Oh yeah, look at that. And I wanted to see if I can land in the water all the way down below. I better not mess this up. I mean, I can dismount or I'll fall in the water. I bet it is. Yeah. Holy, oh my god, I did it wrong. I tried to do the dismount glitch, but I just kind of stuck the landing, and for some reason my Megatherium didn't die from falling from height limit. In a yellow ring drop, I thought I got nothing good. I got a really good Mastercraft Terrorbird blueprint saddle. All I had to do is find a good level Terrorbird, and hopefully it won't die this time. Yellow ring drop, oh grant me luck. Or not, and send a Dilophosaur to kill me. I'll take some bullets. Yep, thanks for the Dilophosaur. Get him out of here. Alright, let's check the stuff I got. Oh my god, that's a Terrorbird blueprint saddle. Oh yeah. This was the time when I realized that they removed the borders to the once blocked off Arctic part. So now I had like basically a whole nother map to explore. I didn't really come prepared for the Arctic. I didn't have really any fur armor or good hide. As you can see, it's like the middle of the day and I'm freezing. I'm looking around to see all the cool places I can explore. There's mountains, there's large portions of ice, and it was incredibly cold, and I decided to camp out in a little house. On day 65, I wandered into some sort of ice cave, and I was really cautious because I was wondering if there's any polar bears or dire bears or dire wolves, because those are actually really common in caves in the Arctic, or really anywhere in the ice biomes. And after exploring, there was nothing really inside of it besides some crystal and flat ground for maybe a base or something. I found a little cave with some bugs in it, and I wanted to see how powerful my Megatherium is on the bug buffs, and it is actually really powerful for such a low-level, non-imprinted Megatherium. And it just led out to the other side. I camped out on day 66 to this amazing view of the morning sun rising and some snow gently falling on the ground. Well, that's a Pterodontosaurus, bro. And just traveling around my Allosaurus, I found yet another Carcharodontosaurus. I ran away very quickly after that one, and explored the new cherry biome too, just like in Minecraft. I'm not going to go there, never mind. And when I was just traveling back to base, I actually found a Berserk Raptor. Damn, this thing's chunky. How much health is... Holy... And when I killed it, it gave me some diamonds. I started to explore a little bit more, and I found a cave that I wanted to go to, but I didn't want to take the journey over the lake and do some heavy parkour on a mountainside. What is this? While just running through the woods, I found a large statue. I thought it'd be like a cool little village, but this is the place where the Dwarven Forge is. I just randomly stumbled upon the one thing I've been looking for the past 70 to 80 days or so. And this is where you put all of your metals that you'd collect from any Berserk dinos. You would put it in there and craft these metals. And for some reason, on day 69, it was 105 degrees. No clue why, but throughout the next 20 or 30 days or so, it just got incredibly hot in the mornings, and it actually got up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Yes, come over here, come over here. Hello. What the fuck? I honestly thought my Allosaurus would die. I honestly do not know how and why I'm alive. And I tamed an Ichthyosaurus for not even 10 seconds after the clip was taken. It got eaten by a Megalodon. Not this Alpha Megalodon. That was just making sure I got to shore safely. He's just checking over me. He's chill, don't worry. Hello. Please don't kill me. Oh, you chill like that. Should be one more feed right here. Oh, yeah. And right next to the Ichthyosaurus that I tamed just for it to die was a Basilosaur, and I tamed it up, and it was actually a pretty good mount. I thought it was enough ocean exploring for today, and set out on the Arctic part, which was where Redob was, and I made my way up to that. There wasn't anything there. I thought there would be the dragon fight there, because that's where usually the dragon fight is, like on the island. I believe it's at Redob, but it was the same. It was just the brood mother. And I found another berserk raptor and killed it on my aloe. And if you're wondering why I'm dealing 700 damage, it's just headshots. Headshots deal a lot more damage. And I found a little ruin with a cave inside of it. This reminded me a lot of Elden Ring, because there's usually little caves just like this one. This led down into an abandoned base, I would like to say. It's in a very cozy cave, but apparently there were some snakes and some spiders infesting this one. If this is like something where I can like actually take stuff from the smithies, that'd be so cool. Yeah. Where was it? Oh, it's over here. Hello. Anything in here? No. Can I access these? When I killed off all the bad stuff, I had to search around. There was some tables, there was some forges that I couldn't access. There was a little cave on the top of it, but I don't think you can actually enter it. I think that's just for the looks. And there wasn't really anything inside, but it was pretty cool. And this was when I finally found some Maywings. This took a while, and the only reason I couldn't find them earlier was I had to do a dino wipe for them to actually spawn in before, because I installed this mod a couple days after I actually started the playthrough. Should take. Oh yeah, there we go. That was. Oh my god, let's go. I finally have some. Whoa, look at this. This would be perfect for exploring super fast, but it was quite a challenge getting around all like the hills and mountains. So it's not really the best for that. But my new base location would be the perfect counter to this. I'm planning to build my base on a mountain with some metal, crystal, right next to water with stone and trees. And just a quick trip over was the teleportation to the top of the floating island, and I can easily just fly around the map from there. I transported my Doedicurus and my beaver to my new base, and this was like a little adventure. And there was a stego that I actually accidentally rolled into on my Doedicurus and aggroed it, and it tried to kill me, so I killed the stego, and it had 3 babies, so I adopted them. And I'm glad I did, because they're actually really good. They had about 3,000 health and pretty tanky, and I used them for metal runs. As I got back to my base in my little work in progress house, I want to say, I was in the midst of placing my forge down when I heard this. This is why I do not like wild Therizinos wandering around my base, because of stuff like this. I'm planning to put some more forges here, maybe like a window. This is the new like trapdoor stuff. Look at that. That'd be so clean if I gotta say I'm pretty proud of this. This looks amazing. And this is the final result. We got a very nice porch right here. We got the smithy. We got some storage. Got a nice window. I'm not a big fan of how the windows work, but they look nice. We got the forge, the bed, a little mortar and pestle. Planning on putting more forges there. Into the upstairs portion, we can actually close that up. We got a very nice high ceiling. And set out on a metal run with my stegos. Good. Wow, look at that. That looks amazing. Man, I don't care. Let's just get back to work. This was actually pretty challenging because the narrow bridges were so thin that I can barely walk one at a time on one. This took a while because I got launched off the cliff and died, so I had to get my stuff back. Are you serious right now, bro? And I fell into a little crevice, and I got stuck. Should I just quit this 100 days right now and just restart? Because I am not getting out of this. I don't have any grapples. My stegos won't come down here. I can't jump. I can't do anything. But I am such a genius that I totally didn't accidentally whistle to a location and make the stego perfectly fall on top of me so I can mount it and get out of the place I was stuck in. I saw some damage numbers close to my base, and it turns out my beaver was getting attacked by raptors.
God of pain, of suffering, of destruction.
On the same night, I got attacked by a Rex the second time. In a drop, I guess the art gods felt sorry for killing my beaver, so they gave me some incredibly good fur gauntlets. Lord, take me up. Which will be incredibly helpful in the cold biomes. In another drop, they also felt sorry even more because they gave me a really good Doedicurus saddle. That's a pretty good sunset right there, sunrise right there. And once again, I'm just getting blessed these couple days. I found an Anki literally right next to my base. But I misclicked on my controller and accidentally hit my Anki. But it was still at 70% taming effectiveness, and it was only like level 50, so it was fine. I want to get some oil and see if I can tame the new, I have no idea how to pronounce it, starts with an X. Just me on my wing watching the sun. Whoa there, buckaroo. Oh my god, there's like a whole gang of them. Oh my god. Hop off, bro. And I actually found some giant clams that drop black pearls. Usually they drop silica pearls. I found a berserk mosasaurus. I did a hit and run. I just kind of bit it and then ran away. And I found a very interesting sight of a parasaur chasing a raptor. And after the last, I want to say 60 days or so, I finally found a Gigantoraptor, which I installed a while ago. And I just found one. I put some fertilized Rex eggs to distract the adult one. And then what you do is you hop in the nest with the baby, and then you literally dance with it. I'm not too sure how to do this. I think I hop in here. Now what do I do? Do I wait for it? I hear it. Oh, there it is. Hello. Hello. Whoa there, buddy. How do I dance? Was I too... Oh, hello. You returned. Is it this one? Flappy. Oh, yeah. Hello. Back again. Flappy again. So I waited throughout the night to imprint my Gigantoraptor. This took a good while, but once it was finally imprinted, I now have really good stats on it. And I accidentally, quote unquote, killed an Allosaurus with 2 babies, and I felt really bad, so I adopted them. Come on, get back here. Bro, I wanna adopt you, bro. I made my way back to base with 2 Allosauruses that I had no plan on bringing back. And that concludes day 100. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want a part 2 of this, I will gladly make a 200 days ARK Survival Ascended Svartalfheim. I will do the bosses, but there just wasn't enough time. There was just so much to do on this map with mod dinos and just so much more. So, if you want to see more ARK Survival Ascended, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.